And that picture epitomized him.
We start this story with this picture.
Of how I remember him, the smile.
That smile belonged to Steve Thiele's dad, Larry.
And he's smiling. He always was.
Steve told me about his dad the day I met him. Steve was smiling, just like his dad smiled.
I chased you down.
I don't know why you chased me down, but you did.
I'm glad I did. I'm glad our lives intersected.
All around me are familiar faces.
The day he was helping clean the sidewalk of California Avenue in Seattle. This is his side job.
I try to just be courteous, smile. Had the lady who hated the blower a couple days ago, and I thought she was going to hit me. I would defend myself if I had to.
You bit your tongue.
I bit my tongue.
Steve Thiele is divorced, father of 3. He works as a technician for a local cable company by day. By night,
it's always something that needs to be done.
He's cleaning up graffiti in his neighborhood.
This just takes time.
Appreciate you.
Anytime, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
In our first conversation with him, Steve went deep fast.
My dad committed suicide at the age of 49, and I was 13. He was very kind, and yet he couldn't be that to himself.
How old are you now?
I'm 49.
Same age, different times.
There's another one of my dad at Christmas time.
Larry Thiele owned a used car lot in Coos Bay, Oregon. He loved fly fishing.
I remember helping him tie flies.
Yeah.
And he was like a master.
Is that your mom?
Looks like my mom and us 4 boys, yeah, around her.
Larry left behind 4 boys, left behind his loving wife, Lillian.
I had to be strong for my mom.
Remember, he was just 13.
There was no other way to. So that's what I did. I didn't have the luxury of, say, let's go work on me. So I've been doing that for a long time.
You're doing it now.
And have been doing it now, yeah. You keep standing at a distance in the shadow of your shame.
Music is a big part of Steve's life now. Steve loves to sing this song, Old Fashioned Girl it's called. He sang it often as a kid because his mother asked him to.
When you see her, you know that's why I love her so.
He's been in bands.
Let's just do it just one time through the last time. We can do a little softer.
Now in his spare time, he gives voice lessons. Music was a big part of his dad's life, too.
He was a great singer. The barbershop thing, here it is. This is the chorus of my dad's chorus. This tape, I hope this tape's okay. We're gonna find out. Lots of memories. So, did you hear that? Yeah. That was not good.
His dad sang baritone in barbershop groups.
That's terrific. That one says 1978. I haven't played that in 30 years.
Looking back now, Steve remembers his dad struggling. It was the family secret.
That's a huge thing. Imagine he could have got help.
And that's why Steve Thiele wanted to share his family story.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
To get help?
Don't be afraid to get help.
That's why he did something the other day he'd never done.
I've never shared that.
He posted on Facebook this picture of his dad, the picture that began this story.
Being at Mother's for a few days, unearthed some photos of my dad, Larry Thiele. And there's conversations that'll come up, and I'll hear something, it'll trigger that moment. And I'll be like, damn, I wish I could just ask him, hey, what do I do? I regret that, of not having him.
Steve says he would have turned to his dad for advice when he was going through his own struggles with depression.
Sure. I'd be pretty open that mental health was the downfall of my marriage. To know that my kids had struggles because of that. It's a burden that I have to bear.
Steve Thiele is a man of faith.
Bring it all to the table.
He checked with his pastor to ask if we could include this service in our story. The answer was yes.
An affiliate pastor had taken his life just like 10 days ago. The reality of that it struck that church. That's what we're trying to open a conversation so we can maybe bridge that gap for someone who's struggling. And if my dad's story can do that, then I'll share it with any and everybody.
The one person who won't see this story, I'll let Steve tell you.
I saw a call from my brother on my phone.
It turns out while we were in church together on this day, Steve's older brother Jeff was trying to reach him.
After the end of the service, I just gave him a call, and he just very calmly shared with our mother had passed away. My lovely mother passed. Hi, sister. How are you?
Helen is Steve's half-sister. She lives in Rockdale, Texas.
You doing good? You're hanging in there? You're feeling okay about Mom? We loved her, and she loved us. It's a wonderful thing.
Bring it on to the table.
Steve Thiele shared so much of himself, and to think this happened, the story we're sharing with you, because I met him through a chance encounter when I was doing a story about Ruby. The connections we make.
Often you don't know who might come into your life.
That's right, you never know. You never know who you might connect with next.
Maybe this is my thing. I'm sharing that story from a place of, I've been there. It needs to be talked about.